Ugh. Yo, the extraordinarily rare Monday stream because I'm normally not home on Mondays. Same thing with Wednesdays. That's also why I never stream on Wednesdays. And Sundays I tend to be busy. So, and Saturdays I tend to be dead. That's why streams normally happen on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So remember that. Anyway, we got a little cut off last time. It was also a 4-hour stream, kind of dead after that, but we're gonna try and finish this. I need to load up the game and load in my save data, but we'll see. Maybe we can get it done today. Also, why is it so bright? Like, gosh dang, bro, this is like it's the sun, literally. That way, does the lighting look better? But now I'm orange because of my like stoplight thing I have right here. See? You can't see it at all. You can see my hand changing colors as I move to different ones. Anyway, let me load the data real quick. What? Very rare that load fails. There we go. Alrighty. Gonna be a little stinky a little bit. So, if you don't remember what we were doing, Humane should be at the top of one of these. There it is. Yeah, so we're working on this. It's boss fight right here. Just to show you what we did last time. Still need to rebalance blue as well. I doubt I'll beat this though. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot, right? Yeah, alright, I want to show you what we were starting to work on when I ended the last stream early. Oh my gosh, I suck so bad. Here, just don't move. Probabilistically speaking, if you just stay in this spot, all that has to happen is this particular spike has to not fall. When they fall so slowly, you should... See? Oh, frick. Why is this spike like falling so much? Oh, frick. Apparently I chose the worst spike. Completely random. Oh my gosh, there it is. But okay, maybe this boss fight's more challenging than I thought. You'd only play it in this mode, so I can just vibe on the bottom. So you can see all of my ridiculous number of triggers up here. So yeah, so he swings this thing, he smashes it in here, the spike starts falling, and then I added another thing, which is the circle thing, which I hadn't finished working on. That's what I was worried about, but whatever. I just want to show hitboxes to show how the circle thing works, so. You can see all the hitboxes here with this whole part. I was also thinking of putting like these tiny spikes across here, so if any of them bug out, you still can't like chill and hide up in one of them. One of the slots. Sometimes they do still break, so I want to be careful of that. To avoid cheating. Not cheating, but avoid people getting off to like, I think this one's broken, so you can like live here. Although this thing might get in the way of that. So you can see how it works. So after the timer goes down, it'll do this little explosion thing. And boom, it'll have a red circle. I don't know. We also, I think I want to make it have a sound effect, so try to find a good sound effect for it. Oh, okay, well, hold on. Before we start getting into that, let's turn this off as well. There's something I wanted to do. So you know how all of these things have their colors? What I wanted to do is make a duplicate of them, but put them on T1. So you can't see it right now, but if you complete it, like for example, wait, I can't get back. So if you complete one of these, what will happen is it'll turn gray. That's what will happen. So I think it'll look real cool. Also, we need to make these duplicates. Oh yeah, not the duplicates, but the original. Has to be. I have to go change all the originals. What is this? Oh, it's just that I can't see its color. Funny. But it's the same green. That's funny. We equip the one that's up here, and we have to add their groups onto it. The idea is that as you beat the sections, these will go gray when you beat the section. Oh crap. Oops. It's actually really hard to tell with the green one. Alright. There we go. So, I suppose we should test that, so let me just put this here real quick. So let's go and just... It's not like it's that hard when we have little sheets to make it easier going on. I literally cannot die, so it's literally making it impossible to lose. So you can see how it looks grayed out now, so you have that gray-red. So it goes gray when you beat it, and you can see how this looks different over here. So, anyway. Let's go ahead and put this back over here. Another thing I wanted to do was distance these out more. Ooh, but if I distance them out, wait, why can't I select this? Oh yeah, forgot. Alright. So if I distance these, there is a bit of a problem, which is that this is not going to be centered all the time. So maybe instead of doing that, instead of doing that, let's just make it a slow portal. That you get upon walking through here. Okay. When you go to the boss fight, we can just go ahead and UN extra height. Alright, now time for the sound effects here. So we're gonna need two sound effects, but for now we just want the main sound effect. I'll put it here. Spawn trigger, multi-trigger. This is all fine. What I want to change is laser be good? No, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Laser. Oh, it's probably spelled laser. S. Maybe that'll be good. Maybe that'll actually do good. Let's try this one. So what we're gonna do. And 149. Different toggle 174. This is the enable toggle. Okay. This needs to group 174. Add on. There we go. So I could probably hide the portal if I do that. Let's also, I want to give him a laugh too when it starts. Not multi-trigger. Laugh. Let's use this. Give it reverb. Maybe not as much. I think that could work. I think this is 148, which I want triggered. So alright. Doing pretty good so far. So you get that kind of laugh as he activates his next. succinct. What would make it go in a figure 8? I guess we could, but I don't know. Anyway, this thing's gonna be a big pain. We have to have a separate time loop that activates these things. So we need a series of different ones that all work. They're move triggers followed by and a wait trigger. The wait triggers and the move triggers. Alright. So we have a series of what? There's this way, 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 and this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different move triggers. 2, 3, 6, and then 6 different timer triggers. 5 timer triggers, given by the 5 different positions you can be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And so how this works is that these different timers have different things. Depending on which position you'll be in, a different timer will be used. And depending on the different movement type you need, a different move trigger is used. So each of these is just a different pair. So since they're all unique pairs, that's why it's special. So let's start with this corner. Also the move is, what is this? What is this object? There has to be a group on all of them, right? What's the group that's supposed to be on all of them? 147. Which one doesn't have 147? Clearly there's someone missing it. Dude, you don't have 147. How are you not? How are you? What? Apparently I gotta think about this more. What is 147 used for? What gets toggled? You also don't have it. You all have 173. 173 used for. That one seems more safe. This. I think I can safely delete this. wasn't doing anything. It looks like they're all supposed to have 173. All of these are 170. I gave these groups, right? 150, 151, 52, and 154. So each of these has to trigger a different one. So one, but first of all, I should declare that all of them are this. They don't really have a unique. I guess only one should be active at a time, but we can use. And I guess second, is that good? I don't know what normal amount of time this would be, but we can do a second. Well, no, because the second would mean that it happens multiple. We have to consider how long this timer is, the combine of these two timers. This is 3 seconds. 4 seconds total. So this should be a 4-second timers. And stuff. One 150, 150, 151, 151, 52, 152, 153, 154, 154. Spawn trigger, multi-trigger. You are also spawn trigger, multi-trigger. It's not an instant move. We have to figure out how much it has to move for each of these, so that's a bit difficult. We also have to figure out what to activate. And I guess we just need to activate timer. So this is 150. We can decide that the 150 is the corner, right? 150 is you, right? Yeah. You activate 160 and 161, so let's do 160, 61. So let's make 160 down. We'll give you 160. And 161 will be center. So this will be, but this is the center one. I guess I don't get to decide that, so. Since 160 is supposed to be down, this will be negative. Let's just make it negative 100 for now. This negative 50 because it has to go to the center, and then that will be a positive. I don't know. We'll just assume 75 will work for now. I don't think these numbers are correct. I'll have to fiddle with them, but I'll assume. So this is there for the bottom one on the left. It has an up, and it has an up center. You can be 162. Oh, we can just go ahead and finish all of you. Is 160? No, 163 is not used. I forgot I skipped it for whatever reason. You're 164, 165. Wait, no. Wait, we don't know that. Hold on, let's not end ourselves. Wait, we did use 163. I'm an idiot. It's right there. 162 and 163, because these are both unique. Is 100, so it goes back up. 162 is one of this thing's triggers. But it needs a 2-second delay so that it's offset from that. We don't want those running on the same timer. Or maybe just a second delay, or I guess 2-second delay. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's a good delay for it. This also is 163. 163, there's you. Really the same. Instead of 100. Did put this in right, yeah. 50, but it is still 75. By the way, you are -5 minus 50. And you would be minus 75, positive 50. So we can go from the center now if we really wanted to, and it's 4 different ways. 169 can send you to the original corner, I guess. Which is 69 can. 170 can send you to the lower corner. Bottom left corner. So, yeah. There's only 2 ways that each of these can, all of these things have, so each of these should have only 2 groups that they're under. Besides this one. Anyway, so we got 170. Next in our weird mismatch game. 171 can us to the top right corner. One, since it's the top right corner. Send you to the top right corner. Right. No, I said 171 on that. and then 172 will send you to the bottom right corner. Cool. Oh, now we have all of the systems in place for that. Now we have 164 and 165 in the top right corner. So 164 can be center, so that's what? Yeah. 4. Oh yeah, well this one has 4, of course. There's 4 ways to get to the center. We have 167. Well, that finished that. And the other one's just straight down. U straight down. Which is what 165 is for. Or also your command. Now from that bottom right corner, you get 167 and 168 and 167. Now 168 is the backup command. Therefore, this also possesses it. Next, we need to put in our little extra timer thingy. So we can go and put a little extra timer here. Triggered by you. $48. And now this should go to I don't know. We could call you 166 because I didn't use 166. Not adding 166, by the way. It should be 166, 166. So it should be a 1-second timer. Let's see if this works correctly. I imagine that the moves will be a bit, like, they won't go to places I want them to. They should be self-contained, so the moves should never allow it to freely move through the space. It should lock it into the 5 locations, but love to see. This takes a little bit, though. So it looks like the down movement's a little too far. I think we're pretty good on the center. Down is definitely too far. So let's reduce the down a bit. And change you to 80. Therefore, change the rest of these to 40. We'll see if that works. What about the minus 75, the 75s? Did it need to go farther? But if it goes farther that way, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't need to go much farther. Maybe just 2 units farther. So maybe we could make this 178. We'll see how that looks. See if this is better. Instead of doing all the different move commands, you can actually just cause it to be triggered when the random trigger, because the randoms will like to trigger a move trigger immediately. So you can do that if I want to add a sound effect here, which I think I do. So I think it's pretty good on the center, but the height is still off. This would still be an immensely more difficult boss fight now that this thing's around. But let's do some things. So one, I think I'm going to reduce the movement, the vertical movement again. Maybe down to 60, 30, 60, 30 seems good. We'll see. Pretty happy with the horizontal though. The other thing, I want a sound effect. Moving.
Moving to its help.
Moving.
Moving.
Moving into position.
Stop moving!
Stone. No. Use that. Slow it down by a couple. See how that feels as well. This is a very hard boss fight, I think, naturality, although it doesn't look that hard. It's like, oh wow, how hard can these spikes be? Well, if your brain is like mine, very difficult. It's like dodging the rain here. They're actually fairly quickly coming down and be difficult to react to. Plus you have to not fall and hit the ground and die. Although, not showing that here. They're completely random, so I think that makes it pretty difficult. few problems. That we just encountered. What the heck's up with the sound effect? Isn't that what? Oh, duh. Respawn trigger and multi-trigger. First and foremost. Next, it looks like 167 or 168 is wrong because it flew backwards to the center. That's up. That's fine. So this is supposed to be back up. No. Back up, yeah. This is supposed to be what 167 is. No, 167 is supposed to be this. Where did I give 160? What? Then how did they do that? Only other possibility is that one of these things are wrong. One of the ones that move it down towards it. There are only two of those, though. There's the centers down towards it, which I think is 172. Correct. Two. Triggered you. Or it's the one that goes down triggered the wrong one. Oh, it has both of those. And it only is triggered by those two. But seemingly it was mistriggered. What the heck? Can I get it to do it again? Because that was a really weird bug. Like, I don't know how it did that. That should have been possible. Like most things they do, buggy and broken. Pure probability if it breaks. I haven't seen it break yet. It has to go into that corner when it breaks. Or at least that's the only time I've ever seen it break. But it's not doing it, it's not breaking it yet. Oh, that's why it broke. It's because it didn't move when it was supposed to. Okay. Now I understand why it broke. Okay. That makes sense. Because it was here, it didn't move, and now it activates a different move and went that way. So it's not going to break again. Okay, that makes sense. So now we only have one very painful to make left part of the gameplay. I mean, I guess I could play this more. See if I can. What I should do against it. This requires me to survive. Oops. That's what I like about this, though, is there's no safe spots. Like, you are in the battle. Maybe there's one of these spikes. Oh my gosh. It feels like it somehow knows. It doesn't, but it feels like it knows where I'm staying, so I can't probabilistically. Oh my gosh, bro. I suck. So I can't just stay in the same spot the whole time. I don't think I can be hit by the thing here, but I sure as heck can get hit by a spike. Okay. So again, this is just going into the thing I talked about. Spikes can still bug out, so I need to fix it so you can't do this. But let's watch this thing do it. I think this actually makes it a lot more difficult. If you're playing this in a more legit way, I think it makes this level more challenging. I guess I need to check that it works. Yeah. It definitely works. But, alright. Now we need to stop you from doing the thing I was just doing. Also, I don't like this being visible. Now, I don't know why I tested it. I really didn't need to do that. So you can see how there's still spikes there. That prevents you from staying up there. It almost looks like the spikes are shedding and growing back, so I think that was pretty well. Of course, there's still a bit of cheating involved, because if you're really skilled, you can just like go here. Once you see that one's no longer falling, you can kind of just like maybe like play something like this. And really good at like straight flying. I don't think you really know to do that, especially when it's in that thing's range, but. Maybe this boss isn't that difficult to beat, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna struggle trying to beat it. Even now, I don't think I can beat this boss anymore. We can see. I just can't beat this stupid spikes. Let alone the... Oh my gosh, that's unlucky. Alright. The strategy for the most part is to remain near the bottom, I think. Wait for a spike to break, use that. Oh my gosh, I can't with it. Yeah, straight jet. Stop, why did you go up? I was just trying to align myself with it. Alright, doesn't look like it matters that much. Outline, waiting for that thing where it should break. It's because it's so fast and there's so few that it does get through all of them. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh no. Oh wait, this is actually hard. Wait, what the heck? I did it. I think I got the spot. I think I ought to win now. Now, would it be this easy with the final thing? No, because the final thing makes there be no safe spots. And adds another thing you have to pay attention to. Which is why this boss fight is painful. And if it weren't for that little bug, this thing would be so much harder if it wasn't for this bug. Like if it wasn't for the fact that a spike can sometimes break and stop spiking, this would be like insanely difficult with this thing. And once you add the final thing, which is why we put these things here, by the way, I think I can fix the problems we've been having. Maybe it's glow that's on. No glow. See if that was what was glowing or not. I don't know if this even has glow to begin with. Does this fix it? Does this look weird? That fixes it, but what? It also makes it worse. What the heck? He makes it... I can't remove these weird black lines for some reason. Like, I don't understand. I think you understand just how weird these black lines are. Because look, I just moved it into it. You just saw that. And it still had a black line. I don't get why. It just makes black lines. Even if it's very clearly in that black area, it's still a black line. there something on these? No. I don't know, bro. Let's turn this no glow feature off. Because it doesn't look any better than the black lines. Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that again for no apparent reason. Alright. How do we fix this? Like, well, not fix it, but, what do I do about this next part? So, first of all, per tradition, we need to move these to a different layer. Does 4 have anything on it? I don't think so. Alrighty, now that we got that onto a different layer, we can start on this next thing. Which I think I'll just start on a different layer. What's the point? This part's gonna be pain. I don't want to use this. I want to use exclamation marks. Are you ready for this fun bit? This is the bit you're all waiting for. The bit where I have to do 1,000 groups again. Actually, it's not that many. There's less groups for this part. I think. I hope. I sure hope there's less. Well, we could just make each of these an independent entity that each has their own running script for their own laser. That'd be funny. But essentially, we're gonna have like these lasers go across the screen. So let's go ahead and set all of these the proper color of 8. Look at that. Ooh, spooky. Of course, it's a part of the groups that aren't supposed to show up at the start. But when you get an exclamation mark, it means there's a warning that you're not supposed to be there. You should get out of this lane, this row, and I put it on both sides, so you have to pay attention to both sides. 9 of these things. So these things are going to be an exclamation mark. And then they'll just create laser beams that slash. They'll create something that slashes across the screen. Blast across it. So you have to deal with these things, right? Which can't activate on themselves unlike the other one. Because I'm going to make each of these their own system. Yep. So it's a series of different timers that will give you different amounts of time till their next activation. You never know. Could be 1 second, could be 3, could be 5 seconds. You'll have no clue how long it is till the next time this one blasts. And so this will make an extremely difficult dodging situation. So, hip hip. And then we need his, after he slashes, we need him to, I want him to slash when he does it, but I don't know. This one's gonna be It's gonna be tricky, I think. Oh boy. It's just so daunting to start another one of these. You know? But before that, hold on. Look at it. I got this weird Toggies flavor, right? Is this reflected? I forgot if I reflected this or not. Yeah, Dragon Sweet Chill, you know? I got it. Let's try it here, you know? It's a way of stalling pain and misery. Well, I don't know. This might be pain and misery too. I don't think it's as hot. It's supposed to be as hot as the regular one. Let's see if I like it. Doesn't smell bad. It definitely gives that sweet smell. Ooh, they're like. See if you can see it. They're more like pink than a regular Taki is. Weird. Like an orange pink, like a coral, you know? Coral. It's interesting. For some reason, it almost feels like it still has the lime, but like imagine those like the Frito twist things. You know what I'm talking about, but they have a kick to them, kind of like that. So, all right, not bad. I don't know if I get them again. They're a bit too sweet for me. So, all right. Anyway, back pain and misery to what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, I guess it's a Monday. I don't know why I expect anyone to show up. I think more people show up later in the day too, which is interesting. Anyway, Streamer Rewards was pretty epic. I don't know if any of you were watching, but I think it was pretty cool. Oopsies. Alright, we gotta figure out what on earth we have to do system-wise for this. $29. Like something else here is triggered by 29. Yeah, okay, so we can probably use 29 here. As well. Uh, let's just start at 180. I don't think we used 180, so we can just start at 180. That's not where that's supposed to go. We'll just start at 180. Might as well. Stop time. So when was theirs? How long was this? 40. How long is it till the end timer? I don't remember which one I'm looking for. Any of these? No. Probably one of these timers. I don't think we have it here. All right. Ooh. Okay, so it's roughly 90. Hello, thanks for the
Lucas,
follow.
that kid just followed.
How's it going? This is not a multi-trigger. We're going to make this weight. Make it weight 5, you know? Actually, no. Let's make it 60. I think. You get some time with that before you have to deal with this for the final section of the boss. Alright. Looks good. I think. He thinks. We now have to figure out the technology to make one of these work. Do you have any tip on how to get better at Geometry Dash? I wouldn't ask me how to get better at Geometry Dash. Frankly, I'm not that good at the game. But really, like, it's just about playing. If a level's hard, it probably means you should be playing it, because there are parts that, like, not hard as in like impossibly difficult for you, but there are parts that you challenge and you struggle with. You probably should play it more to practice those parts of those types of gameplay that you're not good at, and try to just really, it's just a lot of practice with a game like this, in my opinion, to get better. Alright, so we need to make these not show up at the start. What should I mark these all under? Make them all 181. I gave that the wrong thing. Supposed to be a spawn trigger, but I made it touch for some reason. That looked like a flag and it was confusing me for a second. 181. Spawn trigger, not touch trigger. Not multi-activated. It is 29 though. That should mean that they don't appear. Yeah. Alright. Alrighty. What's next? Next, we need to make them reappear. Well, we have to set up the tech for it. So first of all, each of these needs an advanced random. Or the just well, let's put the advanced random on each of these. And we're gonna have to, well, I'm not gonna make all of them. I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm gonna do one at a time. We also need to create an object to send across, so some kind of thing that will look good for the attack. So, I'm not sure how I should make this, honestly. Let's see. You do something like, let's see. Let's do over. And then let's put, oh, stop it. And then we can get a particle thing. Put that on it. Where is it? There it is. Let's reduce this to like 50. So it looks more straight. Let's also increase its speed. Speed vary a bit. Be a bit higher of a lifetime. Increase the max particles though. There we go. Look at that. Let's also make these particles. Make them. I don't have this copied anymore. Color. Let's go here. I guess I don't need to do any of that. Just go here and copy it. Oh, here. Then we can paste it in here. This is T2. And we'll make it the right way. No. We'll make it the other way. There we go. So we can make it look like it's almost like his blade that's slashing across. Let's also make him say something cringy. It's a sound effect. This starts, by the way. Very ADHD way of making parts, isn't it? Kill. Oh.
Kill.
Kill it with violence!
Um.
You're in the kill zone.
We must kill.
Let's do that.
We must kill. We must kill.
Let's add a reverb and slow it down a bit too.
We must kill.
There we go. That sounds sick. What? Oh, hold on. we're going to make this 180. Add. So this is part of what happens. It's not like I can die or anything. Definitely a tricky boss fight. It's gonna be in total. Very tricky one. But I hope it's not too easy still. So we get this little thing. And so what this little thing is for is this thing is going to be a rocket that gets sent out. This is an object, a little rocket that's going to have to whoosh out, you know. Since I don't want to mess with anything crazy, let's go ahead and set all of these to 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190. Alright. Now you can kind of start the rest of these. Since we know that there's just going to be 9 of anything. Pretty easy. So we can go ahead and create all of these. Since you can't see them until they launch off, I think it's fine. They'll have to have a similar mechanism to the other thing though. Let's do 191. Let's actually remove that for a second to make these easier to copy. I don't understand why that's no longer aligned. If I flip both of these individually, then I move this over. Okay, there we go. Just have to do them in parts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Whoopsies. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's starting to look good. So maybe I can make some kind of like thing effect on his other sword now. But I don't know. Let's just try to get this working first. Every advanced random automatically triggers from 180. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to give all these their tags. 92, 93, 94, 5, 96, 97, 98, and 199. Wow, exciting, guys. Gave them tags. Now we can call you 200 as well. So this has the ability to trigger two different things. So it should be 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208. It should go up to 208, meaning 209, 210, 211 are going to be our three timers. What does it trigger? Well, now we got, let's see, the maximum will be 213. 211, I mean. 214, 217, 220, 223, 206, 29, 232, 235. So 236 is what we're going to do. Now we can just use its own ID for the item. And so this is going to be the minimum time of a second activation. Also another one. Oh, and this needs to be 3 seconds. And this is total of 5 seconds. So they should all be out of sync with each other, but they're all somewhat in sync on these orders of certain times. I guess it doesn't really get them out of sync. Oh, I guess I can make here, instead of 3 seconds, let's make you 250. Make you 4 seconds. There we go. That should cause more asynchronization between the different ones so that they're going off at different times. Hello. What's up? Trying to make something that's a bit over my head right now. So now, we now need this to move and then come back. We've done this before. It was a bit of a pain. Luckily, I don't have to make this many this time. Well, okay. I haven't done, like, I have all the other parts of the level. I don't want to go through all of those right now, but this is what I'm working on so far. This part of the level. I kind of suck, but right. See if I can get a bug spike. So I'm creating like a boss fight type thing right now. And then after a while, you should start another attack over there. And what I'm working on right now is his third and final attack that activates a little bit after that. So working on this attack where it's gonna be like it goes across here. It'll be like these like slash attacks, they'll go off quickly. And right now I'm setting up systems for each of them, so this like exclamation mark should show up when they're about to go off. I guess means we need another timer. The exclamation mark. Do we? We would need 3 ones for the exclamation marks as well. That's kind of annoying. I have to do more timers for it. See if there's another way to make the exclamation mark show up. Well, maybe this is just the time tilde exclamation mark. And then which one are you trying to figure out? The 2.2 trigger. I mean, there's a lot of triggers that they added in 2.2, but which one in particular? Oh, all of them? Some of them I don't mess with much. Some of them are fairly self-explanatory, like the sound effects trigger. You just pick a sound effect, and you can have some settings. Others are a little bit more complicated. Some I haven't even touched, so most of the effects aren't that difficult to work with, but I made this level kind of in an annoying way, so I can't actually use effects really, but so I mean, it's a bit of a learning curve, but most of them aren't too hard to get used to. I haven't tried any of the areas either. Let's see. Right now I'm just abusing time triggers and groups. Now I need all of these to activate this, which is 236, was it? I think it was 236. Oops. If I'm remembering correctly. 36. No, this isn't supposed to be 236. I'm an idiot. You are supposed to be something else. So, well, you can be 236, but the rest cannot be 236. You are what I need to be 236. It's more of the complicated ones I'm trying to figure out. Bulge, sound effects, and others are very simple. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even know if RobTop knows how to use half of them very well. You probably just programmed their complicated menus, but forgot them all. My goodness, my thing is sensitive. I probably set it up at some point with a whole bunch of stuff. Alright. Let's see. The time. This should just be like a second. We can just make it like a second. I could even make it half a second. Let's make it half a second. That way it's pretty short. Now what should it trigger? So we got 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, 243, 244. So it should be 245. There's a lot of numbers I have to keep track of for each of these. But luckily, there's a lot less than when I did this monstrosity over here. Let's see. 245. And then oh my gosh, how many things did I put into this filter? A long time ago. All I know is Fuzznix is going to create the most 7-dimensional crazy level in 20. Yeah, he probably is. I actually saw some videos. Let me see if I can pull them. Nah. Where someone made a full 3D engine in the game. Or is working on one. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, what? So we're gonna make this fairly quick. Half a second is insane, but need this to activate onto, what is it? I think it's 191. Yep. Yeah, FNAF 1 isn't too difficult, I don't think. Like, there's some tricky parts for sure, but the overall complexity of it isn't too high, I don't think. I think it'd mainly be the cameras that would be the most painful part to set up, but besides that, it's not that complicated of a game. So, I'm expecting Doom soon, is what I'm expecting to see. Now that we have the 3D engine. Let's see, the X needs to move across. How far is that? So each of those were 78. 78 plus 78. That's 156. So we can probably just make this 190 to be safe. Or 180 probably is fine too. No, let's do 190. I mean, probably something's gonna go wrong before this thing even works. Are all of these multi-trigger, by the way? No. Quick answer is no. But now, can't wait to play every new game on Geometry Dash for free. Yeah, it's easy. Dude, I mean, it's just so easy. You can just play whatever you want. It's the new pirating software, really. There's my microphone. There it is. Alright. What am I looking at? 245. There we go. Now this moves this object. So if I test this out, it should work to that extent. It should make the object move. It's not going to send it back or continue to work, but it should make it move. The amount of groups you need is actually kind of insane to make a Geometry Dash level. Like the boss fight here, the amount of groups is crazy. And it's just a ton of triggers. Like, look at this block of triggers I made up here. Because I have an entire set of triggers for each spike falling. There's probably a more efficient way to do it, but I don't know it. So not far enough, in fact. Also, why was that instant? What? Which one of you made that instant? I think you're sorely mistaken. No, this is actually a fairly lazy level, all things considered. Like, if you look at the block design, it's just basic colored blocks. I went very minimalistic. I think my best like block designs are in, where is it? What level is it? This level. But even then, it's not that great. It's like very basic still. Here, let's go to the editor. Oh crap, what layer is it on? There. So this is probably my best design, like looking level I've done, but still it's just okay in my opinion. This was from 2.1 when I made this level. I was trying to make it before 2.2, but I kind of got lazy. Okay, this is noisy. I don't know what I was doing here, but it hurts my eyes. Yeah. So yeah, this type of thing. So I wasn't exactly a like a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 designer. So let's see, what else do I have? I have this, but this is again like very like basic block design. I don't think I even did a background for this level. So that's why I specifically made this level with the idea of minimal design. Gameplay wise, sometimes the gameplay is fine. Sometimes I make horrific gameplay that's like nightmarish to beat. This isn't too bad so far anyway. I mean, that's why I need to rebalance one of these parts, because this part right here is essentially impossible, I think. So I need to rebalance it. But other than that, these are just stupidly hard little challenges that I made. This is kind of tricky to do, and then this part. Anyway, what was I doing? What was the problem here? Yeah, it just instantly went off. This is one. This level I'm going for, like, I don't know what to call it. It's just minimalist, so I guess you would call it more modern type style. It's a very minimalistic look that I'm trying to go for here, because I don't want to do I don't want to do effort. I guess you could call it the lazy man's block design, but it looks very minimalistic here. I don't know why I'm trying. So that doesn't. It's not supposed to. Oh, it's because. Wait, what? I don't remember that being a problem in the original. I don't remember you being able to get the camera over there. I guess you can. Maybe I should fix that. I thought I did fix this though. Fix whatever. I think I fixed all the other camera stuff though. So it's fine. There we go. Apparently, some of these slip through the cracks, but I think good color combination is what matters for this. Also, the block design, of course. Yeah, I really just went for like a black and a color type of look. It's kind of the vibe I was going for with this. Looks very empty, kind of on purpose. It's supposed to give like a void void type of feel, like you're in the middle of who knows where. And then like these are just like little areas, pockets in a world of some color. I'm trying to find more of these. Okay. This gameplay was nightmarish. I'm not even gonna try and complete it. Okay. So. Alright, I think that was the only one that had the problem. Yeah, well, here. Let's see what the description of the level was. Lol, no way I'm ever beating this. So, yeah, that was definitely in mind. I do know all of the parts are possible, but they're very tricky. I think the only part I've verified so far was red. Like, I've done all the way through is red. It's the red part. So, I've done this part before all the way through. These are a bit tricky, but... And then this is, like, probability here. I mean... Right now I have no clip type stuff on, so it's not exactly right, but you can definitely do it without no clip. Now, this one is really difficult because of this jump right here. I actually haven't... There we go. So it'd be like that. That's how you have to do it. I've done the hops before. Anyway, yellow is misery. I don't think I've ever redone this part. Okay, well I immediately messed it up because you have to do this. What happened to the camera? Oh my gosh. Does this part have a camera bug too? Oh my goodness, I hate this. It's like there's this like weird camera bug where the camera looks fine now, but then the camera just keeps raising and it doesn't stop. Okay, that's not how this was supposed to go, but anyway. The yellow part's ridiculously difficult. Then you have the green part, which... Okay. I was worried about making the green part too easy. Like this part's not supposed to be the hard part. But then I finally got this part right, and now it's like near impossible. Hoppy jumps. And then we have blue, which is the part that I have to rebalance because of how broken it is. This part's like impossible to do, actually. So this part's not too bad. Indigo's not too bad, I don't think. You could do it something like this. So, more so these three that are like this one's actually not that bad. I have done this one. Messed it up a bit, but I've done this, right? But these two are very difficult. And so is this one, but these two have some challenges to them. They all have very difficult challenges to them, which is why I'm worried about making the boss fight too easy. So I'm trying to add more challenges to the boss fight. But overall, I honestly think the boss fight is going to be the easiest part of the level on accident. Just because it's actually difficult to make a boss fight harder than those parts without absolutely creating a nightmare amount of triggers to work with. So I've made the most of these levels on stream, I think. The only one that I didn't make the first three on stream though. because I just started this level because I was bored and wanted to make a hard platformer level. Anyway, let's see. Got this move. What was the? Keep forgetting what the bug was. So this is 245. This triggers. These should all be triggering this. They should be differing amounts of time. Okay, they all start from 0. I don't get what's going on here. In a half a second, 236 is triggered. But here's the thing. When that sound went off, it was just immediate, right? It was like instantaneous. Oops, I'm on the wrong side. Forgot to switch it back over. Whoops. I also need to make the move trigger further, make it move further, but let's see. I have no idea when I'm going to actually try to verify this level, because luckily the checkpoints should make it theoretically possible. If this was like all in one run, it would be near impossible. I don't think I'd ever verify it. But since these are little challenges I can just try on their own over and over, I might be able to verify it at some point. If I grind a ton. Like, it would have a ridiculous time, but it should be possible. Yeah, it would, as I said, it would have a ridiculous time. Yeah, it just is like almost instant. Right? Oh well. I'll just assume that it's fine until it's not fine. There we go. So does 250 look better? Problem is I'm now getting to the point where it actually takes a while to get to the part of the boss fight to see if something works. That wasn't the case for the falling spikes, because the falling spikes are just immediate. Ugh. There's a bug with the falling spikes, but I don't know how to get around it. To be honest, it's not too exploitable. I think it happens here, actually. So what happens is the spike stops respawning, because I think it's because the spike gets activated while it's still going. But it's such a pain to fix, and there's going to be more stuff that I don't really feel like messing with it. So that's why I put this extra spike here, actually, so you can't just stay up here. But it still makes it significantly easier. Alright, we went across here. It's still not far enough, actually. 250 isn't enough. Okay, well, fine. At this point, just do 300. Another 50 increment. Honestly, this level doesn't even have the worst gameplay I've ever made. The hardest gameplay I've ever made. That probably goes to Mythic or Red Mount. Probably Red Mount. Those two are monsters and should never have been made. Although I'm not even sure if they. Oh my god, it's still not far enough. Anyway. I don't even know if they're both extreme, although Red Mount would probably be extreme, but it's so horribly decorated that I don't think it would ever even get rated for very obvious reasons. But it's just mediocre hard game with super hard gameplay with bad decoration. It's a very old level I made, so, but that's probably the hardest. This level still though is definitely up there for very difficult, for one of the most difficult. Yeah, I like. It's just that getting like really nice looking decorations difficult, and I find myself getting a bit lazy when I have like a big part doing like a good decoration across all of it, or finding an idea for the decoration. That's the type of stuff that I find difficult. But because I have a ton of levels, I just don't finish them because. Oh, it went across this time. It's not exactly perfect. So it does it in half a second. So that means that this needs to activate this as well. What was this activated by? Oops. Oh. This is activated by 236. Right. Now we need to add an alpha trigger. Okay, a spawn trigger, multi-trigger. Thank you. For me, I'd be able to make your feature level pretty easy. I just get bored and demotivated after 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's something like that. 236. Yeah. Then this applies to what, one? Are you? What special group are you under? I forgot. Yeah, you're 182. 182. You really can't be giving that. Ready move triggers? I don't think move triggers are the worst. This time is only half a second, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. Not hard, just boring. Yeah, well, you should have been there for the part of like last stream where I had to make this thing. now that was boring. Hold on. Alrighty. Now we need a time trigger. Which, hip hip, I need to continue with all these silly groups. 245. And then this has to reset it and then do the thing, which is a pain. Stop time. What am I doing? This should be half a second. Target is what? I don't know. I think the final group. What was this? this? 245. 245 group. Yep, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, 250, 251, 252, 253. So this should be 54. And now we have to do, and I don't remember what it was. 245 will probably work. Yeah, spawn trigger, multi-trigger. And now we have to make it go invisible. What, 254 was it? I don't remember. Memory is hard. Alright, this is 191. Right, yeah, 191. Instantly make it disappear. Actually, I don't need to make it disappear. I'll just toggle it off. Got to do this. Right. Now we need to put in a move trigger. Um, 91 instant negative 350. Spawn trigger, multi-trigger. I should move it back. What does control do? And now we have to put in, what, another time trigger just because I have to make sure that it re-enables it? No, I don't. I can just make you go back. Oh, you have 200. Hold on. Dang it. Alright, well, I guess I can do this cyclically. So this is spawn, multi-trigger, 254. And 200 is the target. And then what this timer does is it waits for like an incomprehensibly short amount of time. And then this also activates a toggle. Activate group 191. Spawn multi-trigger and make it 200. So now we get the very pleasant series of triggers that should make this work. Oh boy. there's something to make that disappear. They're pretty good about that. I have this, which makes it show. Let's move it this way. And then we can just as parts of 245. Right. On trigger, multi-trigger. Which all of you should be set to. Alright, well, let's see if it works. What is going on? It's not working. Alright, hold on before I have to deal with this mess. Alright. So, let's see. Why does none of the timers work? I mean, like, literally none of them work. Clearly not, because this thing doesn't even show. You have 182, right? Yeah, you should show. That's 236. The thing that activates 236 is, you. The thing that activates 236 is one of you. All of you activate 236, right? You all have times. You two, all three of you are 209, 210, 210, and 211. Okay. Clearly the moving part doesn't work wrong, and the moving all works. It's that this thing doesn't even show up. is activated by 1:45, which according to this timer, take a half a second. Okay. This takes a fourth of a second to show up. You know what? Who cares? I'm gonna move this up to take 1 second. And you can take a half a second. I don't even care anymore. Let's see if that works, or if this is gonna still be the same bullcrap. Like hyper accelerated. Like you can see how well these work here. Maybe not. I don't know. Very much visualizing when the thing shows up. Text messages. Literally nothing to do while this thing's on. Wow. Now. The last bit. Let's see how quick it's supposed to be. Well, look, the thing doesn't work. Why doesn't the thing work? There is no reason for this nonsense. Touch trigger. Spawn. Does this. It goes full opacity. It's 236, so it should be running. It is 182, so it should be the correct object. You shouldn't activate for at least a second, and it should fade it out. Yet, this thing isn't showing up. What for? For what purpose? Oh, I don't get it. Is there an issue with the times I chose? Item IDs 236, 5, 4. I don't think any of them overlap. 209, 210, 211. Why? None of you activate the wrong things, right? You're part of 236, which is activated by one of these. So what is wrong with all of my time triggers? They're set up the exact same way all of my others were. And they just don't work. I love how this just doesn't have an explanation. Whatever. Yeah, I don't get it. I am completely lost. For what? This one looks broken, so that's like benefit here to me. What benefit? I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. Is it cause 181's alpha is? You gotta be kidding me. I have to do each of these individually then? Hold on. You know what? I don't even. I'll even do this. I'll even go 182. I'll go ahead and do it just in case this is the problem that the other group, since it's invisible. I don't think this is the case, but hey, why not? Why not check? The other group, maybe it's just you can't overrun that, you know? You're 190, right? You're 190, right? Okay. Alright, let's find out. They're still all invisible. Right? They should be invisible at the start. But it should appear now and should give warnings, but it still feels like it's very fast. And I don't get why it feels like it shows up so fast. I feel like this is going to be a near impossible challenge. Now, but you just have to put up with it. Was that? You have to evacuate a row as soon as that thing shows up. So yeah, I think this is gonna be near impossible, but we can see. Now that I've done that, wow, we just have to copy this egregious thing and change all the groups. Yay. Alright, let's get two of them working then. This affects 192, and the group number is 201. Right. You're still part of 180, but now you're also 201. And you guys are now 212, 213, 214. Go 12. 2 of 13. 2 14. Wow. This is so fun, guys. We're having a blast. I don't feel like, just don't feel like, you know. Wait, did I increase the? Yeah, I did. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that? So next is this. 237. 183. Alright. 46. 83. And 46. 246. And now it's 255. Exciting stuff. My goodness, I don't think I could make much more of a boss fight than what I've done here. I think I'd go insane. There's just so much you have to do to make a boss fight. Alright, let's just confirm that this does, in fact, have both of them working. And there is some chance that all of them will go off at the same time, and you're screwed. That's just bad RNG, bro. All the lasers go off at the same time. You have to find a way out. What do you do? I feel like this is going to become a near impossible boss fight. The trick is that you can actually maybe dodge this if you're really quick with it. Because it still has to move across, so if you're really fast, you can possibly dodge it. It's not impossible, I don't think. It just would be very tricky, along with the spikes falling and this circle. So there's probably some RNG probability where you get in a scenario where death is unavoidable. You have very bad luck and positioning. So you now get these two, which should stay off from each other. So you shouldn't expect to see things in sync for very long. Oh my goodness, those were near in sync. Okay, that's actually terrifying when they're like that. So they were nearly in sync there. Holy cow, they can get pretty in sync, and it's terrifying. It's like that's a challenge. Once these are coming from all directions, it is going to be a challenge of a boss fight. All right. Now we gotta do the rest. And now that I know that we can get two working, I'm just gonna assume that every single one of these from now on works properly, because I don't feel like doing any more effort than that. There we go. Mm. There we go. Mhm. 247. Now we got to the boring part of it again. The part where we just have to grind out all of the triggers. Luckily, I set this up in a more convenient order this time on purpose than the other one, so I don't have to bounce around as much. I know, crazy. I actually thought ahead for once. And before we get on to the nightmarish process that's going to be doing the other ones, we're going to go ahead and just do this one and test it. So you can see just how scary it is to have all of them going off. The whole side going off, let alone the entire, every single row being able to go off, making no space safe. Ooh, exciting. Oops. The next one now. 216. Not 16, what do I think? 18. 9. 19. Exciting stuff right there. Alright, now we got you, which is 239. Moves 194. 248. 185. Triggered by 8. I mean, this is a whole brick of triggers too, but I still think it's not as bad as the other one. The other one was really bad. Like a real pain in the butt to do. But I got it done. And now we get to reap the sweet reward of a slightly broken falling spike mechanism. So you can thank me later. Or now. I won't mind if you do it now. Alright, so now that we got a one side working, we'll test it out. And see just how miserable this is going to be. So when he starts this, you're going to have to deal with these things going off in groups. And it's going to be terrifying. I could have set up more, but no, I don't want to. I want to watch you suffer. That's probably where the boss fight becomes a demon, is right there when the lasers kick in. We must kill, and then just lethal lasers that are going off in groups. So you have to somehow manage to pay attention enough to dodge, while dodging spikes and the circle. It's a lot of multitasking. There is a lot of challenging things to this boss fight now that we've combined everything. There's definitely some trick to it where you just like stay in like some kind of like little box. Okay, hold up. Oh no. This is what it's like? And imagine that with every single row. terrifying. Dude. Ah. So you don't have to survive it for that long, but for the length that you have to survive it, it is still a humongous challenge, especially with these things. Maybe I give the right ones their own times, just so that they're offset from the other ones. The right ones their own times, so that they're offset from the left ones no matter what. That still means you'll still get some dangerous stuff on the right still. You'll still get some dangerous combinations, or they'll come into sync with each other. That would be even more terrifying. So we're gonna duplicate this, flip it around. I guess I have no reason to flip it around, do I? Back around. And then we have to set the move triggers to be opposite. The signs of the move triggers. Alrighty. More work. Exciting. Alright. So instead of 1 second, I'm gonna go for 150. That is a longer minimum. I think that seems like a fair choice. We'll make this actually 3 seconds, not 30. Goodness gracious. And then we'll make you 4.3. 4.3. So that 0.3 will help so many people, I bet. Wait, what? You were 221. You're 222. You're 223. There we go. Fix it. Alright, fix the problem. Now 239. We're gonna do 240. Now I'm not doing any more adjustments to make this easier. Six, 9, 58, 58, 195, 158. 188. Finally. 204. There we go. Make sure that this works. It's our first one on the right side, so we gotta make sure that it does in fact work. It should be async, so it should be in a different synchronization. So it shouldn't go off at the same time as any of the left ones. So no right one should go off at the same time as any left one at the start. Now later on they can come into sync, but they should generally tend towards asynchronization. Or that's what the intention was. And generally that's what the entire system is designed to do, is keep things asynchronized as they add up. Then you get this thing. If you think about this realistically, this is a very hard boss fight. Like, at the start, and even with this thing moving, it's not that hard. You can probably find a spike that bugged out, you hide there, and you can probably hide it under it, the thing circle him up. When we must kill starts, okay, those are actually fairly easy. Holy cow. 3 of them were almost completed. You have like this type of boss fight where it's just like, ooh. Now, you see, once you have these, no spot in the entire plane is safe at all. Now it takes masterful skill to find a way secret of trying to get out of having to dodge everywhere. So it takes a ton of pain attention instead. And now this boss fight is insanely hard as soon as these things start up. So yeah. Alright, only 4 more to go. Exciting. And then we're kind of done. I'm not planning on beating it today. I'll probably get off once I'm done. Nice long stream again. But let's see. Oh yeah, I still need to redo blues, that one section of blue, which I don't actually have motivation of doing right now. But oh well. Wah wah, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Wait. It is really hard to stay entertaining when you're doing something that is not entertaining. Artificial background music, that's what I'm talking about. Background music for everyone. is it? Alright. Play Sea of... I don't have Sea of Thieves. Why would I play Sea of Thieves? Why did you think I had Sea of Thieves? Alrighty. I think I messed it up. Okay. 227, 227. What am I doing here? You're supposed to be 228. Because you were already 141. There you go. There we go. 39. 229, I mean. Well, now it's quiet again. Womp womp. Right, I think. That is right, I think. Alright, how are you supposed to be entertaining while you do a boring, tedious task? I don't actually know. Like, there has to be some way you can be entertaining to a brick wall when you are doing a boring, tedious task. Whoop-de whoop-de. We've almost finished another one. Then I used to use some like weird strategy when I was doing it. Like I'd select both of these because they have a shared thing, and I'd go 207. Drag. But honestly, I don't feel like doing that. So for all of this, so I'm not going to do that. Besides, almost all of these are different objects, so. Right. Alrighty. Good fun. I say in a monotone voice. Good fun. I added it to the right thing. There we go. Right? Having a mental breakdown. Alright. reset this for whatever reason. Alright. Alrighty. Got to that part of the stream where my brain is dysfunctional. That's the fun part of the stream. That's when it starts getting good, you know? When the brain stops working. That's how you know it's getting good, right? Right. I need I need yeah, I can't speak. I need someone to tell me that mental dysfunctionality is supposed to happen. It's a good thing. I cannot use words anymore, which is not helpful. Of course, I can still do this task because my brain has just started doing this task automatically. But, you know, anything else would be asking too much. Goodness gracious, I keep forgetting to do this one's group. Alright. Alrighty. Now, this. Now, I'll probably do a short stream at some point for. I'm losing my voice, oh man. Probably do a short stream at some point for the, what am I saying? We're redoing the blue, like that part, like the section of the blue part. We'll probably do a separate stream at some point because my brain doesn't brain right now, so I don't think I want to do it. I'm tired. I've done my work. I existed on stream for a period of time. Never ever gonna get that average concurrent viewers up. That's insanity. How dare you assume I can do such a thing? Like honestly, I think you need to seek mental help if you think I'm actually gonna ever increase my concurrent viewers to average concurrent to something that is like even like above 2. That would be insane to think that. So like you should stop thinking that now. Like right now. I messed this up again. It is 2:33, right? Yeah. Alrighty. And then we'll have a stupidly difficult gameplay loop that no one's gonna want to beat. Ready? There we go. Doing the time trigger. Alright, there we go. Finally, I'm done. Let's go ahead and test it. Alright. I finally completed the part of this that I was not looking forward to. Honestly, honestly, I think these falling spikes were worse. Those were more miserable, but I kind of just blocked it out of my memory, so, because I got that trait, which is nice. And we're approaching a 3-hour stream, too. That's crazy. I don't normally stream for very long. I probably should, though. Like, I mean, you have to be slightly mentally insane to actually be streaming. Like, to become a streamer, you pretty much have to be mentally insane. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because you have to be willing to sacrifice hours of your life pretty much every day to just streaming to a brick wall if you want to become a streamer. You have to get good at talking to an audience that doesn't exist. You know? Holy cow. Oh no. Yeah, this part is actually insane. This is like an extreme demon boss fight. But if you survive it for a little bit, if you manage to survive this nonsense for a little bit, it will let you out. You win. So exciting stuff. Alright, anything else left with this level, I'll do another time, I think. Oh my goodness. Just cause no, I wanna do something. Just play this level instead. Just play this for a bit. The detox Alrighty. Oh well, we're not getting to that crazy 2 hour or 3 hour stream mark. We got to 2 hours. We're not getting that far. I do not have the sanity to do that. So let's save my game. Is it actually gonna work on the first try? No. It pranked me at first, but it always reveals its true colors. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my god. Okay, is this thing gonna work or not? See if I can Discord messages of any level of importance. Save the game. Alright, we can brawl, buddy. Brawl. Brawl. Till you save, we're gonna brawl. We're gonna brawl. We're gonna throw. You gonna save now? You gonna save now? Save now? Gotta make up your mind right now, I'm telling you what. Yeah, that's right, that's right. safe, be safe. Alright. There we go. There we go. So we finished Violet. Finally, I have some more stuff to do before the level's done. I'll maybe even do those off stream because I don't think they're gonna be interesting or anything. So yeah, I gotta do those at some point. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was gonna load up my save. Anyway, whoa, there we go. All right. So hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't think anyone's here, but hope you enjoyed. That was a fun time. We made a boss fight. I mean, I was dying when I had to just do the tedious task over and over again. Again, like last time. You were there for the ridiculous 4-hour stream I did of making Violet the first part, the first stream. But alright, that wasn't too bad. That was enjoyable. Gotta try some Takis too in the middle. So yeah, I think I'm getting off, man. Or ain't dead. Alright. So see ya laters.